Yeah, if somewhere in between the session, if you feel the voice is not clear, please unmute yourself and let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir. Definitely will inform you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's start today's session. Okay. So myself, Yogesh. We are going to have the today's session is actually a pre-training session. We have planned our training from 16th of August. But to know more about how the training is going to be, what will be the mode of training, what all other factors included, what will be the commercials and all. So we are going to see it today. If you have any questions, yes, you can ask in between, but if better if you can put it aside if those questions are not exactly related to that particular slide. We will take those questions end of the session. Okay, so we will park maybe 10 minutes for all of your questions, or by that time you can put your question in the chat box. So once we will finish our presentation, we will take all of your questions and we'll answer the questions. Okay, so let's start with the today's agenda first. So what we are going to see today is, as I already explained, what is today's session is about. The second, we are going to see about the CloudMURY, what we are doing exactly. Secondly, we are having some of the freshers joining directly, those who just graduated. So they might aware of the cloud and cloud computing, but some of them might not aware of the. So we are going to touch upon the cloud and cloud computing topic for a moment. Then we will see what exactly ServiceNow is, what kind of opportunities we are having in ServiceNow right now and in future as well. Then the main topics comes, we will see all the details about our training and schedule, what all topics we are going to cover throughout this training session. And lastly, we are going to see what all offerings CloudMURY is having. Okay. So let's start with CloudMURY. So actually, we are providing all kind of yeah. Someone is asking something. Okay.
No,
So
no, go ahead.
yeah. So when we talk about CloudMURY, so we actually focusing on all kind of uh, cloud related solutions. So cloud business applications and IT automation solutions for all kind of digital transformation. Mainly, so currently we are focusing on the training and as well as other support projects specifically for a ServiceNow platform, which includes support projects as well as development projects, and we are having a separate track for ServiceNow training as well. So the today's training, so today's pre-training session is about the admin and developer training. Yes, but we are having other specific applications training as well that we are having. Okay, so we are mainly focusing on all kind of digital transformation or automation with respect to the SaaS application and PaaS platform applications as well as cloud business applications. Okay, so those who are new to the IT industry, those might would have joining from any other stream. They are very new to the cloud and cloud computing and cloud business applications and everything. So quickly, I am going to touch upon what exactly is the cloud. So everyone knows what is cloud. Cloud is nothing but actually you no need to maintain any kind of hardwares on your own. You will get a huge space online, and that nothing but actually a collection of servers. When you say servers in layman's language, you can call it a collection of huge and big computers or a CPU stored somewhere else, and you are getting access to them via your internet. Okay, so when any particular data of your applications will be stored in a cloud, or you can say a group of servers or computers, and when you are accessing that particular data using your internet on your PC, mobile, your mini screens, any of the device, we call that data is stored in cloud, or you will say we are accessing the cloud applications. That nothing but you are accessing your data only, but that data is not managed by you and not stored on your own hardware. So you can say, okay, it has been managed by the cloud. Okay, so when it comes to the cloud, so the very famous and related terminologies comes with the cloud is cloud computing and cloud computing services. So what all kind of services that we normally name it as a cloud computing services. So all kind of services which has been named down here: application development online, you will have your web presence, infrastructures, managed services, storage and backups, which everything will happen online, right? That all will come as part of the cloud computing services. Okay, so those cloud services mainly covers wide range of resources which service provider delivers to customer via internet. When you say service provider, it means that someone else is there to manage all your services, but you are getting those services available at any time. That's what nothing but the cloud computing and cloud computing services. Okay, so when we mainly see the models of the cloud service deployment or cloud computing, we have a different models, but in terms of this specific application development with respect to ServiceNow, we need to see mainly three. The first one is IaaS. This is nothing but actually infrastructure as a service. Okay, so when you say infrastructure as a service, where you are managing all your hardwares by any of the service provider and you are getting the services. Second one, we are having a PaaS, which is platform as a service. The third one, we are having a software as a service. Okay, so when we see exactly example of all these three, we will get to know where exactly ServiceNow locates in these three models. So let's take an example. When we talk about SaaS, software as a service, the famous example that we can relate everyday life is Gmail. When you access Gmail, you are not concerned about how the mails will be sent from your mailbox and how the recipient will receive it. Only you are using that service. You are not caring about who is managing it, how it is transmitted, or how it has been sent to the recipient and all. So that kind of service, you can call it as a software as a service. They are providing you the Gmail as a software and you are using it, you are consuming it. That is nothing but software as a service. When second, platform as a service, so here the service now lies in this second category, platform as a service. Here actually you are using the services similar to Gmail. You can do all these sending and receiving notifications and all other things. But when it comes to the platform, you have an ability to create something on that platform as well. So that's nothing but the platform as a service. So ServiceNow comes into this particular category. Other applications are also there. We are having Windows Azure, Force.com, App Engine, ServiceNow. Similar to ServiceNow, other applications are, other softwares are also there, Remedy, Jira, and all other softwares. ServiceNow lies the second category. The third one, IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So the best example nowadays, you might would have hearing a lot about AWS, where you will be able to host any of your service, website, you can host your application and everything. You no need to worry about what kind of server, CPU, memory, and all other infrastructure components needs to manage. In AWS, you will be able to arrange everything on a very few click or with the automation, and you will get the service. You can host all your softwares in the AWS. That's where we can call it a IaaS. Infrastructure will be provided by the service provider. In this case, service provider is Amazon. Okay. So this is nothing but the cloud computing and all cloud computing related services. Okay. So for getting familiar with what cloud and cloud computing, so we have quickly touched upon these topics. So the next one we are going to see is exactly about the ServiceNow. So in this case, if anyone is having any doubt, So you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. We can pause for 2 minutes and then we can go for the next topic, where we'll talk about the ServiceNow and our training. Okay.
Hi Yogesh, Amit here.
Yes, Amit.
So the maybe my question might be wrong, but I just want to confirm one thing because as you just explain about the IaaS infrastructure application means SaaS IaaS. Okay, so
Yes.
these terms also comes under AWS. Okay, so little bit confused because the cloud means we are thinking about the cloud is a part of this or is a separate, is a different concept.
Yes. Cloud is a different concept. Okay. When you say cloud, cloud is only the set of computers or set of servers collectively managed together. Okay. That is the cloud. You are getting huge space online anywhere. But when it comes to this deployment models, this is not the cloud. This is deployment models. Our ServiceNow model or ServiceNow application falls under the second model, where we call platform as a service. When you say the IaaS, right, infrastructure as a service, here we have named only these two. I have taken only two, Rackspace and Amazon. We are having so many other cloud service provider. Azure is there, then so many private cloud services providers are there. They are having their own cloud. They are allowing the customers to host their applications and other their services on their own cloud. We can name it the private clouds as well.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is only for get to know about what cloud computing services and models are. We are not going to see in detail these topics in our training. Yeah, but you need to be familiar with these terms.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks, Yogesh.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go to the next topic. So when we talk about the ServiceNow, right? So I already named here and categorized ServiceNow in a second category. Let me take the cursor. I have named it in second category, platform as a service. So when it comes to the platform as a service, it means that you are getting a platform to do something. But when it comes to ServiceNow, you can utilize ServiceNow as a platform as a service as well as software as a service. So ServiceNow provides you with some set of applications or modules already created. You no need to do anything and you will be able to use it from the day one. So that's where if you are using that particular model, you can categorize it under SaaS as well. But if you want to create something or develop something on ServiceNow, you need to name it under platform as a service. But it's actually a combination of platform as a service and software as a service. In addition to these two, you are having a capability to create your own applications on ServiceNow platform. When I say applications, you can create your own web applications which will be accessible only from web, or you can say big screens or computers. Similarly, you can create a mobile applications as well. You no need to do any kind of coding with respect to the Android or iOS. You can create all kind of screens and the business logic with respect to the mobile applications on ServiceNow platform, and you can deploy it through the ServiceNow's native applications, and your users will be able to access it on mobile applications as well. So currently we are treating ServiceNow as a PaaS, where small a is nothing but the application. So ServiceNow we will normally categorize application platform as a service. Okay, so you can utilize it as a platform as a service, and you have the capabilities to build the applications. So small a is there, so you can call it as an application platform as a service. But when it comes to in general terms, yes, we normally name it as a platform as a service. Okay. So second point with respect to the ServiceNow, we are having a simpler technologies used within the ServiceNow, but the delivery is very, very fast. The reason behind it is we are having a visual flow charts. You no need to write code for each and every requirement coming from the business or your customer. You can easily drag and drop the components already created or pre-built components to create any kind of application. You will have a pre-built data and task tables where you already knows the data structure, how data will be stored. So you can easily replicate those structures, and you can architect your own applications with respect to those existing pre-built data tables or task tables. So many you are having already pre-built blocks of codes which you can reuse to create any other kind of similar service or similar applications to your customer or your business. Okay, you need to twinkle something which we called customization, adding something which ServiceNow has already provided. Apart from this, if you want to create your own, yes, you are having a capability to create your own application from scratch. Okay? And in our training, whichever topics we are going to learn, all those topics are going to have those kinds of flavors, where some of the topics based on configurations, some of the topics are towards the application development, and you can say application building on ServiceNow. So we are going to see all that in details. Okay, so mainly you need to keep in mind that ServiceNow, when we call it, which is actually a simpler technology but faster delivery. You no need to wait for so many other component or the external factors to complete something so that you will be able to deliver it. You have everything within the platform, and you will be able to deliver it very, very fast. And the reason why I'm calling it faster delivery, we will going to see it in next screen, next slide. Okay. So a little bit about exactly ServiceNow, what they do actually, what their growth and everything. So this is not related to training, but I wanted to give the information about ServiceNow also, what that exactly company ServiceNow. So founded in 2004, actually they are having globally around 14,000 employees for ServiceNow company. Okay, but when it comes to their customer, currently market is booming with the requirements with respect to the ServiceNow. So outside we are having huge opportunities. Okay, they are having 80% of Fortune customers, Fortune 500 customers globally. So their renewal rate is 97%. So every year customers are renewing the ServiceNow licenses with respect to their businesses are 97%. It means that there will not be any chances in near future that this software will go down. And if you talk about the revenue growth from last 2 to 2.5 years, we are seeing actually a 30% plus year-to-year subscription revenue growth. When it comes to subscription revenue growth, all the customer needs to take the subscription to use this software. But when it comes to you guys for learning, we will get all these free of cost for the students, or you can say the learning purposes. Okay, and they are having around 1,500 partners globally. When it comes to partners, so they will have a service partners, those who are going to deliver the service. They are having a technology partners, those who are actually providing or creating a different applications on ServiceNow in hand to hand with ServiceNow. They are having training partners as well. They are providing the trainings to the market currently. So all this about the ServiceNow company and the profile. Okay. So you already decided to learn ServiceNow. It's very great move for you, and it's having a very what you can say, a bright growth in coming future. Okay. So just now I before to this previous slide, I talked about we are having everything within the ServiceNow platform. We no need to be dependent on any other technology or any other application to do something. For example, when you want to deploy some specific applications in AWS, if you are writing code in any other application, or you are writing in any of the editor, you need to be dependent on, for example, GitHub or any other CI/CD tools to deploy this to the AWS and all. But in this case of ServiceNow, you are creating code, you are managing code or applications on the same platform. Okay, so the same platform will be used by your end users as well as you guys as a professional developers. So that's the reason we call ServiceNow as a platform of platforms. So whichever feature you want to develop, if you want to develop something at the backend, you need to develop within the ServiceNow. If you want to develop some fancy portal for your end user UI by using UI UX, you can develop within the ServiceNow platform itself. So that's the reason we call it a ServiceNow platform of platforms for digital workflows. Okay. So if you see this particular slide, for your information only, I put here this particular slide. If you see this middle portion is actually a ServiceNow platform. Okay, and if you see this bottom portion is actually other system, or you can say other data system or any other particular system from which data can be flown through ServiceNow. For example, when it comes to IT, we have everything on ServiceNow, so we no need to connect to any other tool. But when it comes to the infrastructure, as we already talked in third slide, infrastructure as a service, it means that AWS, Azure, Rackspace, and all other applications. So similarly, we are having here, when it comes to infrastructure, if you want to connect or do something with respect to infrastructure from ServiceNow, yes, you will be able to connect ServiceNow with your infrastructure tool or software seamlessly, where it comes Azure, AWS, Splunk, Google Cloud, and all other. Okay. Similarly, when you want to connect ServiceNow with your existing marketing tool, you will have maybe Adobe as a marketing tool. You can easily connect. For example, ERP and finance, you can connect to the Oracle, SAP to flow order related details and everything to the ServiceNow, and you can create anything or any kind of approvals or digital workflows by using the ServiceNow platform. So this is going to be the main layer if you want to do something on your existing tools or data flowing from existing tool within the ServiceNow platform. If you see the third layer, this third layer is actually going to be the experience layer. Okay, when you say experience layer, here it mostly comes with respect to your devices, UI, UX, and everything. So you can access the ServiceNow platform or services or applications you are creating on ServiceNow. You can access everything by using mobile application. So now application is there for mobile. You will have all the communication sent to you via SMS or pull notification or push notifications to your devices, whether it is mini screen device or mobile device. Similarly, you can access the ServiceNow by using all other web browsers, Chrome, Safari, Edge. Okay. Similarly, when it comes to the conversational, or you can say a communication or collaboration tools, you can easily connect ServiceNow with all other collaboration tools, where it comes Teams, Facebook Workspace, Slack, Messenger, or any other collaboration tool. You can easily connect with them. In that case, when you normally communicate with any of the chatbot, you simply send messages from your teams, and required service tickets or any other services or approvals will be completed in ServiceNow. So those kind of communication we need to build in ServiceNow, and that will be connected with any of your collaboration tools. Okay, so that in this case, you no need to come to the ServiceNow platform by logging in to approve some specific request or to order some specific service within the ServiceNow. You can do it by using your existing collaboration tool which you are using in your organization. Okay, for quick, if anyone is having any question, we are not going very deep in this today. Yeah, but if anyone is having any confusion or question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. And this second layer is there, right? This all the IT workflows, employee workflows, customer workflows, and creator workflows. So this IT workflows is nothing but you can create all other kind of applications with respect to IT. When it comes to employee workflows, this is nothing but your HR services, your legal services. When it comes to customer workflows, this is nothing but with respect to your customer service management and field service management. When it comes to the creator workflows, this is the advanced one where you can connect with any of the third party applications to trigger any kind of uh, workflow from the ServiceNow, and process is going to be completed by using the orchestration in third party tool. Okay, and all these are we are going to see in our training. We are going to touch upon some of the workflows. IT workflows we are going to see in detail, and these all are the applications we are going to see: workflows and integrations, user experience, data models, administration and configurations. These all things we are going to see on platform configurations in a training. If anyone is having any question, you can unmute yourself and we can have maybe 2-3 minutes for your questions here. Okay, if no questions, we can go to the next screen. Okay, so here I have taken a simpler example here. So anyone can build apps fast with App Engine. So ServiceNow, as I already told you, apart from the configurations, what we are going to create with respect to the IT, customer workflows, and employee workflows, ServiceNow is having an app engine. We can call it an app studio as well, or application studio. How you create your Android applications on the Android platform. Similarly, by using the app engine, anyone can create the applications. When I say anyone, we are having citizen developers, those who don't know anything about ServiceNow. We are having low code developers, those who know a bit about ServiceNow, very little. And third category, we are having a professional developers. Those developers can create the applications which will going to have the codings and everything involved, configurations and coding. And all three can work together on the same platform. There will not be any kind of dependency on each other. They can work collaboratively together in the same platform at the same time. That's the beauty of ServiceNow App Engine. Similarly, the same thing is for the ServiceNow platform as well. We can create apps quickly by using the built-in workflow models. You can connect to any of the other systems using the integrations or integration hub. You can create amazing experience for mobile as well as your PCs. You are having the intelligence module as well, where you will be having a capability to enable for the machine learning and artificial intelligence to predict the solutions for your issues and your request and everything. Okay, but this is going to be the advanced level. After completing the training, you will get to know more about this, how you are actually going to work in those kind of areas where automation is involved, the ML and AI is involved, how you are going to create the more and more user experiences for your users, so that you will have a seamless communication with user. They need not to come again and again to the platform, logging in and look at what is happening with their existing requests or their approvals and workflows and everything. Okay. And if quickly I can explain how the journey is going to be with respect to the ServiceNow professionals. So when we start with the ServiceNow journey, we'll start with the administrator. Here you need to have only the configuration knowledge is required. You no need to know about the coding and all. The second one is actually app developer, where you need to have a basic knowledge of programming. In this particular app developer, citizen developers and low code developers will also come, no code and low code. And those who are having a bit knowledge about programming, they can create amazing applications in this particular app developer profile. The third one, we are having a platform architect. As I already mentioned at the very beginning of this session, we are having a different modules and trainings on different modules. When it comes to platform architect, you should be aware of all other applications which are provided by the ServiceNow. When it comes to the IT, we are having few set of applications, but when it comes to the platform architect, you should know about other applications as well, which are related to your customer workflows, which are related to your employee workflows and creator workflows and so on. Okay, that's where the platform architect falls in. The last one is actually, you no need to have the knowledge about the coding or a programming, but you need to have the knowledge about all other applications on ServiceNow, as well as the ITIL process knowledge, where you will be fallen under the process consultant role. Okay, where you need to have a frequent connection or a communication with customer to get the requirement, to provide them the optimal solutions with respect to the standard processes and all. This is what the journey of ServiceNow professionals should be. Okay. The next one I have included here, the certification. Once you are actually starting learning of a ServiceNow, so you need to, once you have a good understanding of a platform for maybe 6 months, you can enroll yourself for any particular certifications. So we are having some mainline certifications. So at least you should have 6 months of hands-on practice to appear for one of the mainline certification, which we call system administrator certification. So after that, you can take any of the specific application certificates also. We are having around 26 mainline certifications for ServiceNow. After that, we are having Delta program. For each and every release of ServiceNow, you need to improve or you need to renew your certification by giving the Delta exams. Whichever mainline certification you acquired, so after 6 months, you need to update your knowledge with respect to the ServiceNow's recent release, and you need to appear for the Delta program and you need to get yourself certified for the Delta as well. We are having some of the micro certification as well, which are not involved in the mainline certification. Those topics, for those topics, ServiceNow is having a micro certification. So you can enroll for the micro certification and you can get it done. The third one is actually the suite certification. When I say suite certification, which is actually application based. When I say in IT workflows, we are having some set of applications. So one application is IT service management. So when you clear all the certifications lying under IT service management, ServiceNow will provide you the ITSM suite certification. So that's where we are having different suite certification. We are having IT service management. We are having HR service delivery. We are having IT business management suite certifications. We are having customer service management suite certifications. So we are having different suite certifications. Then lastly, we are having expert program. This is actually a master architect certification. This is actually, you can call it as similar to the MBA program, which will be facilitated by ServiceNow itself. So ServiceNow will ask for the applications from the all parts of the world. Those who are eligible for this particular application for the master architect, and they will be gone through immense webinars and sessions with respect to the industry standards for 6 months. And after that, ServiceNow grant them the master architect certificates. And that's the currently highest level of certificate provided by the ServiceNow. Okay. So this is the expert program. If anyone is having any questions till now, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions.
Hello.
Yes.
Sandeep here.
It's echoing actually. Yeah, you're audible, but it's echoing.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is clear now.
Yes, sir. Actually, my question is I have a question related to the previous slide. When you
Mhm.
say we can develop application, right?
Mhm.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when we say we can develop application, so do we integrate it with Android platform or how it is?
Okay. So ServiceNow is having ServiceNow's own native platform, okay, where you can create your own mobile experience and you can deploy it and you can access it by using ServiceNow's application. Could you please unmute yourself? Okay. So you can create the application and you can enable that particular experience within the ServiceNow's native application, or you can ask ServiceNow. You need to raise one request with your all the theme, your business, your company theme and company style and everything to ServiceNow to deploy your own application on the Android as well as iOS platform, and you will have your own branded ServiceNow application which your employees can download and use, and in that particular application only your services will be available which you are developing by your own company ServiceNow platform.
Okay, understood. It means we
You are
can
having
develop it only for our customers, right? So means other
yes, yes, yes.
application which we upload on Google Play Store, all that application we cannot develop, right?
No, no, no. You can't. ServiceNow is having their own ServiceNow application store. Okay. So if you are having an idea to develop one of the application and you feel that okay, other customers also can use it, so you can develop that application and you can publish it in our ServiceNow's own store. And if you want to keep some particular fees also for it to utilize your own applications, those other customers, they think this will be applicable or helpful for them, they can pay you a money and they can take your service. You can publish the application in ServiceNow store.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. So similarly, like for example, how we are having add-ins in Google Chrome, right? You can go and you can take those add-ins. Some of the add-ins or maybe the plugins will have we need to pay something, right? Similarly, in ServiceNow store also, you can put your code or your application free of cost to use for everyone, all the ServiceNow customers, or you can charge some specific amount of money and you can make it available for everyone. Both the ways available for you, both the options are available for you. Okay, I hope you got your answer.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, sure. Okay, so next, let's go to the next slide. So here we are going to start the topic with respect to our training now. So this is all details with respect to the concept as well as about the service now. So in a training, we are going to see all these things with respect to all the applications, configurations, and development and everything. Let's go. So what we are going to have in this CloudMURY's ServiceNow training actually. So this training is going to be for 30 days. Okay. So every day 1 hour training session will be there, followed by the question and answers if you are having. Or if you are having question and answers for any previous session also, you can raise those questions and trainers can answer your queries. Or if you are having any specific other questions also, you can reach out to us by any other modes as well. Apart from this, whenever we are going to take any specific topics, so you need to perform the labs as well. We will guide you how to get your own personal developer instance, which will be free of cost, provided by ServiceNow only. And there you need to perform all your activities with respect to the assignments and lab works. We will have on specific timeline basis actually, after maybe 8 days or 15 days, weekly basis or bi-weekly basis, we will have a mock test which will be helpful for you to prepare for any of the certifications in the future, Okay, with the side by side with the training, when you prepare for those kind of exams, or you will get to know that what kind of questions will be there in the exam and all. CloudMURY is having an internship program as well, but this is specifically for the graduate candidates, those who are graduating in 2021. Okay, so after the training, we will be having opportunity of full-time as well as part-time job opportunities. CloudMURY team will support you guys in that as well. Okay, and this particular training is going to be sessions will be taken by different trainers, those who are expert in the specific module or specific applications. We are having full assignments, lab work, well structured contents which will help you to understand gradually from the day one, and at the end of the training you will feel better saying that okay, I am a ServiceNow developer now, and you will get to know that okay, what is the industry scenarios, what kind of business requirements will be there. Trainers are going to give examples with respect to the business scenarios or requirements, what kind of application development requirements coming from different customers, and how you need to tackle those kind of requirements or a business hurdles, or you can say the issues with respect to the ServiceNow platform. When you say, I wanted to add one more point, okay? So when you say ServiceNow, so most of the people knows about ServiceNow saying that, oh, this is the configuration tool. If some requirement comes, you need to twiddle something and you will be able to do it. Apart from it, so many other things are there. Sometimes you will get, most of the times nowadays, because most of the customers are preferring ServiceNow, you will get the requirement which no existing applications can fulfill that particular business requirement. In that case, you need to think of your own data structure, what kind of tables needs to be created, how the business flow or business logic needs to be. Do we need to create any user experience for it? Do we need to create mobile experience for it? So all other kinds of scenarios and thought process also needs to bring while designing those kind of solutions. And you need to be aligned with the industry standard processes or IT processes. You should not create anything which will be going to very hard to maintain in future. You will be able to create it in 2-3 months, but it will be very difficult for your support team to manage that particular application going forward. Okay, and this particular training, if you go to the market anywhere, it's worth actually $600 at least the administrator training. But in our 30 days training, we are trying to cover administrator as well as the developer training. So it's nothing but the 2 training packages combined together, okay, in a 30 days. And we don't have any particular break on any of the day. Throughout the 30 days, we will have continuous sessions. If you attend all continuous sessions and if you provide your own efforts to it, you will get the great result at the end of the training. Okay, so what kind of topics we are going to cover? So quickly, this is not in details. In our training sessions, we will have in details content and everything, but I try to summarize what kind of topics we are going to cover. So firstly, we are going to cover the ServiceNow platform, overview and configuration. Then we are going to mainly focus on the ITSM modules. When we say ITSM is one of the application of a IT workflow, as I already mentioned you. In this training, we are going to focus on one specific workflow, which is IT workflow. We are not going to focus on employee workflows and customer workflows and creator workflows. So we are going to see scripting and events, notifications and all. So these kind of modules are there. Incident module are there, problem, change management, knowledge, service catalog, all those kinds of modules we are going to cover. We are going to see all different kind of workflows, flow designers, mobile application, what kind of user experience will be there with respect to the mobile. We are going to see SLA, reporting and dashboards, dashboard creation, report creation. We are going to see the data loads as well. When it says data load, this is nothing but the integration with any other third-party tool as well. We are not going to do the integration with any of the live platform, But yeah, we are going to explore those options, how we will be able to do the integration with other platform to bring in the data from any of the applications, and how we can, if we are having our data from the legacy system, how we can take it into the ServiceNow with respect to all the mappings and everything. Okay. Last but not the least, we are going to see a service portal. When we say service portal is nothing but the end user experience for you guys as a IT professional developers for ServiceNow. You might see a different UI within the same platform, but you might see a different UI while configuring it. But when it comes to the user, those who are going to use it, they needs to have a very seamless and employee and user friendly experience for them, which we can able to build by using the service portal. We are going to see some of the integrations and flow designers. And the last topic, we are going to see the app engine, where those who don't know the programming language or those who are not aware of that much coding, how they can easily and seamlessly create the applications. But those applications will not have any of the advanced kind of automation, because you are not including any of the programming. But yeah, simpler applications you can create easily. But you as a IT developers or a professional developers of ServiceNow, you will be able to create the application quickly, and after that you will be able to apply all kind of business logics to your application by using the app engine. Okay, so these all are the topics we are going to cover for 30 days. Might be we need to extend for maybe 2-3 sessions if required, or if we are going to try to complete all those topics within the 30 days sessions. In this case, you need to be very keen about your lab assignment or lab work and assignment completion on day-to-day basis. You need to spend a specific time to cover all those assignments. Then only you will be able to understand the next topic, because each and every topics are dependent on the previous topics. So you should not skip any of the previous topic, and if you come to the next topic, it will be difficult for you to understand with that particular space how the training is progressing for 30 days.
Yogesh, I think
Yes.
someone has raised the hand. Could you please
Mhm.
unmute and ask the questions, those who are having doubts? Srinivas. If you have doubts on this, you can ask. We'll take next slide. Okay, no. Continue, please, Yogesh. Yeah.
Okay. Someone has difficulties in joining the session. If any of your colleagues or someone, if having any issues in joining those sessions, right? They can, I guess already you emailed them, so right? Okay.
That has been
Okay.
resolved.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Thank you. So the next one is actually with respect to the internship model. As I already mentioned you, those who are graduating this year, they can apply for the internship. Actually, they will be receive all kind of other details via email from the CloudMURY team. Okay, so the 6 months unpaid internship will be there, offered by CloudMURY. In this case, they will be able to have all kind of accesses to other trainings as well, which will be discussed with you through the emails and other channels. Once you, if you are interested, you can drop an email. But the criteria needs to be those who are graduating this year, right? Those who are the graduate of 2021, they can easily apply for it. Okay, so as I already mentioned, the opportunities you will get after this particular training. So you will be equipped with knowledge of the application development as well as a ServiceNow platform administration. So you will be easily able to apply for any of the job at any MNC or any of the company where the ServiceNow developer or ServiceNow administrator openings are there. You will be able to manage the platform as well as you will be able to create the applications on ServiceNow. So you will be equipped with that particular knowledge after this 30 days of ServiceNow training. Okay, and you can have a part-time, full-time job, freelancing job. The knowledge that you will get within these 30 days, you will equip with to do all these kind of activities. Okay. And next important slide actually. So this is what so many people were asking, I guess, what is the fees for this particular training program for 30 days? So the fee will be INR 15,500 rupees only. So you can pay this by using the net banking, debit card, credit card, or UPI. So link will be shared with you after this session with the details. If you wanted to opt in for EMI, if your bank's providing EMI, you can opt in for EMI as well. It depends on the banks and cards if the EMI service is available on your card, specific credit card or debit card. Okay, but the fees is 15,000, 1,500, 500 INR. Okay. The next one is actually training instructions. Actually, it's not instruction, but if you know about it, it will be better to have the good communication. So this training will start from 16th of August and it will be till 17th of September. If required, we will try to extend maybe few sessions depending on the topics, or if we missed any of the important topics. The mode of training will be the same. We will have a Google Meet or a Google Classroom. Actually, we are going to create a Google Classroom for all of you, those who are registering, those who are opting in for the training. They will be able to receive all kind of assignments and scoring and all your assignment checking from the trainers. You can raise your queries within the Google Classroom as well. Your other colleagues will be there to answer your queries. If your other colleagues are not able to answer your queries, our trainers are there to answer your queries. Okay, which will increase your collaboration within the team, within your training batch itself. If you are having any specific query within the session as well, and if we are not able to resolve your query within the session, you can specifically mention saying that training query colon, and you can type your query so that trainers will be able to identify, okay, this specific question came from the participants, and they will be able to pay attention to your question, what exactly the question is. If any other questions you are having, you can simply reach out to the CloudMURY's info email, info@cloudmury.in, for any other kind of assistance for you. Okay. So once this session has been finished, you will receive the email with respect to the details for the payment as well as the Google Classroom. You can opt in for the classroom. You need to accept the or you need to sign in for the Google Classroom by accepting the Google Classroom link or code as a student. Okay, you will be enrolled for it. You will receive all kind of materials, session materials, then any other lab works, assignments, on any other material which will be helpful for you. Everything will be provided to you by using the Google Classroom. Okay. The last but not the least, the CloudMURY is offering actually what all kind of offering we are having. We are having IT support for all kind of cloud applications, ServiceNow implementation and supports. We are having trainings, administration, app developer, and implementation. So this particular training is not going to have any other implementation training with respect to all other modules. But yes, we are going to see the IT workflow with respect to implementation as well. Okay, so we are having a placement support for you guys as well. And we are having internship program for graduates as well. Okay, these all are the offerings that we are having. That's all for the today's session. Thank you, everyone. Now I will keep the forum open for your questions. Okay, if any question you are having any of the questions, you can ask the questions.